The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, and leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Where are you going in life? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? I love being in the woods. I love the nature of the unexplored. I could go lots of ways. Everything looks good. Everything looks fun. Everything looks inviting, enchanted. Being in the woods, anywhere, for me, is a good place. It invites me back to my childhood. I grew up in Indiana, playing in the creeks and the rivers, camping, firesides by the creek, smoking Marlboros when I was 12 years old. Fun childhood memories. Yeah. But the woods have always been a place for me of retreat, restoration, recuperation. There's something about being in the woods for me that is sacred and healing. I think about the paths we take, the roads we travel, the choices we make in life. And I think, are we even making choices? Are we just constantly reacting to the next most compelling stimulus? Being in the woods gives you the opportunity to breathe, recalibrate, reset, quiet down, calm down, refocus. In a space where nothing is really shouting for your attention. That's what I love about the woods. It's like a constant canopy of green and brown and blue sky, sometimes gray sky. There's something about the monochromatic nature of the colors and the dappled nature of all the different hues of similar colors that is calming. The sound of the creek, the sound of water, the sound of wind in the trees, the sound of birds, the sound of grasshoppers and crickets and toads, and squirrels and birds bustling through the undergrowth, rustling leaves. The question is, are you slowing down enough to pay attention to the more subtle things, to recalibrate your senses back to something more natural, less glaring and blaring, something that isn't shouting for your attention, but requires you to actually focus your attention, to let your attention wander until it lazily happens upon a leaf, or a ripple in a stream, or a tiny little minuscule shell. And you notice the blues and the whites and the fungus greens, and it's beautiful, and you're getting quiet. And you notice your breath, when you notice the feel of your body, you notice the humidity, you notice the sweat slowly dripping down your forehead. You notice the feel of your feet in the water. You notice the little tiny skimmer bug just standing straight up on top of the water. And you stop. And you just are. And it's wonderful just to be and just to be you. Nothing demanding your attention, nothing demanding you do something, nothing demanding you fix it, solve it, address it, resolve it, dispel it. Nothing's coming at you that you need to be afraid of. Nothing's already past that you need to be afraid of. You just are in the moment. As you should be, always. And when you leave the woods, you take away that state of mind. And you try to hold it until you come back again and again and again. And you start to learn through these kinds of encounters what life in the world for you is meant to be.